Military Institute cadet faces rape charges, and the community braces for a criminal trial. Get an inside look from the defense attorney. Healthcare reforms logjam in the Senate, but in Rockbridge County there's no stopping the debate. And it was all smiles, bells, and white lace at a local bridal show. See how county residents plan their weddings and have their cake too. Good afternoon. Welcome to this week's edition of the Rockbridge Report. I'm Steele. A VMI cadet faces rape charges for the first time since a 1996 Supreme Court decision forced the Institute to admit women. I've looked at court records and spoken with the defense attorney and VMI officials to get you the latest on the case. Other VMI cadets attend breakfast roll calls and fall classes. But ex-cadet Stephen Lloyd prepares for his day in court. 21-year-old Lloyd is charged with the rape and sodomy of a female cadet. Both Lloyd's defense attorney and the prosecutor say the case will go to trial.
Everything's going forward on October 14th. No offers been made. I don't know that this is a case that can be resolved. I think this is probably a case that needs to be tried.
Last March, the 20-year-old female cadet reported to the VMI school nurse that she had been raped by Lloyd.
The infirmary immediately took her to Stonewall Jackson Hospital, which is part of our protocol. At that point, Project Horizon was brought in.
This Lexington-based rape crisis intervention agency counsels cadets who report assault. The VMI police investigated the charges and arrested Lloyd on April 1st. He's no longer at VMI, and school officials won't say why.
And did he graduate?
No, he did not.
There are 130 female cadets out of 1,500 students at VMI. School officials acknowledge that between 2005 and 2007, female cadets filed sexual offense complaints. But Lloyd is the first person to face criminal charges and a jury trial.
He's nervous. We're less than a month away from trial now, and it's a really serious charge. It's a serious charge, and it certainly carries a serious sentence if he's convicted. What is the maximum sentence?
The female cadet told authorities she was raped in a room in the barracks where cadets store their luggage.
It's an open room, but it has shelving in it. For the storage of equipment, so it's crowded.
The prosecution's evidence includes a state forensic analysis of a swab taken from the woman's neck that points to Lloyd's DNA.
Whether that's really helpful for the prosecution's case, I don't think it helps to reverse it. This is basically a he said, she said case is what it comes down to.
The senior female cadet still attends VMI. She and Rockbridge County District Attorney Bucky Joyce declined to comment. Circuit Court Clerk Bruce Patterson says usually 30 people are called for jury duty in a typical felony trial, but 50 people have been summoned in Lloyd's case because of media attention. Project Horizon counsels a female cadet but declined to speak with me until after the trial. And thanks to a recent $20,000 grant from the Mary Kay Foundation, Project Horizon continues counseling victims of sexual assault and women in crisis. Since 1982, Project Horizon has been the source for sexual assault and harassment training, counseling, and prevention. According to the News Gazette, this grant will make up for a funding deficit caused by a decrease in donations and an increase in domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't the only trouble on the rise. Rockbridge County unemployment rates have also increased this year. The Virginia Employment Commission reports an unemployment rate of 6.9% this year, but last year the rate was only 4%. But the higher rate hasn't dampened local business spirit. Rockbridge reporter Melissa Shumlick introduces us to a new Rockbridge County shop owners. Downtown Lexington is packed with quaint boutiques and cafes that contribute to its small-town charm. Many of these businesses have stayed strong during the tough economic times. Blue Sky Bakery is one of them. Co-owner Mike Gregg knows it takes patience to run a business. He's been doing it for 5 years.
I think the key is trying to find a balance of enough people doing similar things without everybody trying to do the exact same thing.
Next door, Lexington Nutrition serves up smoothies. The smoothie bar has only been open for 3 weeks, and owner Richard Began says his business is flourishing.
And it's been busier than I thought it would be. So everybody's been very patient, all through our learning curve, and it's been really nice.
Customers are pleased with the new store. Blythe Belmont says the smoothie bar is a great addition to downtown.
I've been really curious about it every time I drive by, and I'm really excited that there's a place I can get smoothies finally around Lexington.
The new businesses also create jobs. Pizza Ready, located just outside of Lexington, has 12 employees. Co-owner Bonnie Zulas says the response from job applicants was overwhelming.
Before this even opened, I had a stack, honestly, of this many applications coming in. My heart really went out to people here in this area. They are desperate for work.
Pizza Ready is takeout and drive-through only, but assistant manager Jason Noel says keeping it simple is the secret to success.
Yeah, we're down to business, not a lot of bells and whistles. If you want to get pizza, we're down to something.
Whether they're selling sandwiches or smoothies, businesses in Lexington seem to be thriving despite a struggling economy. In Lexington, for the Rockbridge Report, I'm Melissa Filmlick. Pizza Ready also helps nonprofits. The restaurant will donate 50 cents for every pizza bought in support of participating organizations. None of the new stores mentioned are franchises. And McAdoo's earnings over the past 9 months give hope to these new restaurateurs. According to McAdoo's CEO, the 9-month-old Lexington restaurant brings in $30,000 to $40,000 every week, which shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever looked for a seat at the bar on Friday night. It looks like Lexington may be getting out of the economic slump, but the healthcare debate is here to stay. The Rockbridge Report sat down with national healthcare expert Shannon Brownlee. Find out what she has to say after the break.